अब हम एक बड़े इंपॉर्टेंट बिजनेस की बात करें, जो मेरा एक बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट बिजनेस है, जो मेरा ड्रीम बिजनेस है, आईपीओ। सो आईपीओ क्या मतलब कि इनिशियल पब्लिक ऑफरिंग। आपको पता ही होगा आईपीओ क्या होता है। इफ यू डोंट नो, गूगल एंड फाइंड आउट, इट्स नॉट सो डिफिकल्ट। देयर आर सो मेनी यूट्यूब वीडियोस। Basically, when a company wants to float the shares to the general public, they float an IPO, and how they float and everything is there. Our idea is the person, the PM should basically go understand the entire IPO process end to end. And basically, if we give him a company, and he will be able to get the shares, and even he will know how to sell the shares, and he will know how to list the shares on various exchanges. So main thing is, there are not just NASDAQ and all these big exchanges. There are some small exchanges as well. So he will know all the small exchanges where the small value shares are traded. He will know these things as well, and he would know high dividend shares as well. He'll be knowing all these things. I don't see an expert, but at the same time I do see an expert. Yeah, okay. For IPO, there are experts who would basically do the IPO. So I definitely want an expert. Yeah, people who are good in writing the whole IPO proposal and then basically getting it listed. Yeah, there are people like that. Another thing is, we can simply get the IPO done. This is the second way, through reverse merger with a company. Those are much quicker options. Like for maybe $10,000-15,000, you can do a reverse merger with a company, and you can be a listed company, and now your shares are public. So there are within IPO, there is a little complicated. We have to maintain the finances also in a certain way. Accounting also has to be done in a certain way. So yes, we should do this IPO work with the help of expert, a person who knows the entire accounting and everything of IPOs. So my dream is, my take is, all these companies business ideas that we gave, those can be many of those are like really good businesses, which are like foreclosure.com, like auto lien search portal. These are IPOable businesses. That means that an IPO can be taken out, and those are gonna be high dividend shares, and people may be interested in buying those shares. So I wanna be able to raise funds using the IPO, using by selling the shares on in secondary exchanges of our companies. So this is the whole idea behind IPO. And so one thing is, you need to find an expert first. Negotiate with the expert, ask them questions related to how would the finances be maintained, how would the listing work, do they know, can they help in selling the share, also can they help in putting it on exchanges, and what are exchanges will they put at, do they know all this information, and do they know the paperwork to file for the IPO, and how much does it cost, and things like that, and etc etc. And they will tell all these things, and that's our idea behind IPO. How to make our presence more public. Do you think, I mean, I'm wondering, when you ask the IPO expert, does GoFundMe works, does any other platform where we raise funds like Kickstarter and all, do they work, can we raise money through those also? So all these are basically your IPO related things. So raising the funds for the companies, and selling the shares to of the companies to various investors, and then finding the common shareholders, understanding the difference between common shareholders and investor shares and things like that. There are different types of shares. So yeah, you need an expert first. You definitely need an expert, IPO expert. And for that, I would say Upwork or Fiverr are the best. There are just so many good experts there, and that is what you will be basically looking. That's what you're looking at, and then he's the one who will be suggesting all the things that need to be done, and make a complete project plan, what all we'll do with timelines, and how soon we can start selling shares. If you can sell shares of some of our companies, then that's great. That's what we need to do. Okay.